Right, everyone, we're back with ATTV. We're up in the director's box. It's quite windy outside today. It's been a brilliant afternoon of football. Ended up Town 4, Heddon United 1, George Dobbins League Cup first round. We've got so much to pick through and get through. Thank you very much, Richie, for joining us up here in the director's box. If I was a neutral, which I'm not, I would have said that was a brilliant game of football. As Town's manager, how do you see it?
It's through the next round.
Yeah,
job done from our point of view. I mean, about the game, it was always going to be a difficult game. You know, when you play against teams who are lower in leagues, there's two sides of it. There's obviously the Ariza game. It's like a cup final, got nothing to lose. From our point of view, it's it's a mentality of how you go into that game, which I think the lads done well in.
100%.
And obviously, it was always going to be a difficult game as well because we've had since the Blue Star game,
which I will go back to.
Yeah, you can train, but you can't replicate games, and so yeah, for me, it's job done. 4 goals, 1 conceded, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm happy we're through, and I'm happy to get 90 minutes into most of the lads' legs. So yeah.
I thought it was a great performance from Anik. From the full 90 minutes, you never stopped. I always talk about Anik, but I'd like to say a little word about Heddon. I think their goalkeeper was man of the match.
Yeah, fantastic.
I think the mentality at the back, I think they fought for everything, which I feel Anik deserved credit for just carrying on. That your attack was relentless.
Yeah, it was, and like you say, Heddon came up here and put a performance in. They grafted throughout the 90 minutes. They didn't stop even when they were 4-1 down. They were still going for it. So no, the plaudits go to Heddon as well, because like I say, Anik's not an easy place to come, and obviously it's a bit of a distance from there as well. They had a full squad. Management team looked like they had a game plan to sort of sit in a little bit, which is quite frustrating from an Anik point of view, because they are hard to break down.
But you broke them down on numerous occasions. There was one of them days where the ball wouldn't go in the back of the net in the first half.
Yeah, I agree. It was we had plenty of chances first half, but again, I'm always going to be critical and look.
We know that, Richie.
How to improve the team, and I think, looking back over the majority of the season, I think we have started games where we should be 2-3-0 ahead, and that's one thing that we as a management team need to work on, especially with players. It's that final ball, it's that final finish. You can create as many chances as you want, but you don't put the ball in the back of the net. That's what happens. Obviously, we've got a penalty, but as I said at half time, it just takes one opportunity for teams to get in the games, and obviously that happened. We scored the penalty, they've gone up the other end, and to be fair, it was a fantastic finish.
It was a brilliant. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah. So, but then all of a sudden the game becomes a little bit more bitty, a bit more panicky, So we scored 3 late goals, to be honest, which is nice because this season has probably gone against us a little bit where we've conceded goals. But again, going back to it, yes, we've created chances, but from my point of view, I would like to see us take them chances, or at least take a few of them chances, just to make that game a little bit more comfortable and a lot more enjoyable for me.
I'm sure it does. But that's cup football as opposed to league football.
Yeah.
And we haven't spoke to you since the Blue Star game. Unfortunately, we normally take a bus up to Blue Star, but people were working, people had Christmas parties, so it's the first time the 472 have not been with you.
Yeah.
And but the people who were there said it was, I know you'll disagree, but the people from Anik I've spoken to said it was the perfect performance. 2-0 win away from home.
Yeah, it was, and I'm not sort of disagree with it when you say sort of perfect performance. I think it was a very, very good performance, because when you go to the likes of Blue Stars, who've been there already this season, unfortunately we lost on penalties. But we go in there as a manager team, we put a game plan together, and we had a few players out as well who were missing. Obviously, would have been, I think it was the 22nd of December. There's a lot of Thursday night, a lot of commitment. Christmas dues, like you say, and things like that.
That's why we weren't there.
Yeah, so we went with lesser numbers than we normally do, but we set up a game plan, and to be fair to the players, they carried out to the absolute letter. And Blue Star's a very, very difficult place to go. They're very patient with the ball, good footballers, but I think we frustrated them. We scored early, with Louis Fairburn, scored early doors, and then I think we controlled the game. They had a lot of the ball, don't get us wrong, but they're going to have a lot of the ball, and we sort of, like I say, we set a game plan to sort of sit in, and catch them on a counter attack. And I think to a man, and that goes to the from 1 to 16. The subs were made, all carried out their jobs. It was a fantastic result. It was a fantastic performance. So I was over the moon with it.
Just a shame there wasn't more of us there for that one, but we were all ever so proud. People were saying, or maybe Blue Star had none of their players there. They had a full squad. Anik agreed to play that on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
So they were desperate.
Yeah.
To play that fixture.
Well, I mean, Brian Smith and the management team, Cookie and Boza, I've grew up with them. I've been playing days, with them, and I spoke to them before the game. That was their strongest squad. And you even said that, and to be fair to Brian and the management team of Blue Star, they were straight over to congratulate him and said what everyone else said. It was a terrific performance.
Well, that's the way it should be. It's non-league football. It's a Northern Alliance, and it's absolutely brilliant. So we've got loads of things to look forward to. We're still in a cup. We're rising up the league rapidly. Just one word about the ground today and the pitch, because there was many messages going through. We had so much rain. Yesterday the pitch was perfect.
Yeah.
We had so much rain on, and there was the opportunity. The game was going ahead regardless. Great management by yourself and the team. You were going to ensure the game was on, even if it wasn't 3G. You came and looked at the pitch, and credit to our groundsman and credit to you. You were determined to have this played at St James's today.
Yeah. I think, Ian's done. I see it. I think I see it every home game. Because every home game he produces. What pitch, doesn't matter what sort of weather we've got. What pitch is always outstanding. But obviously he's very proud of his pitch. He looks after his pitch as well. So when I first got here, he gave us the glance. So
I was here with Johnny from ATTV, and I was trying to earwig as the pair of you were walking around the pitch.
Yeah, but I mean, I went across, had a few words about it. He asked, he thought it was a little bit heavy to play on, but if I can, I'm a grass man. I like to play on grass. I think that's where you get your proper football from. Greenfield's a great setup, don't get us wrong. Obviously we've had the damage with the clubhouse and that. But when you're here and you're at the ground, it's got a feel of a proper game. You've obviously got the facilities for the fans to come, and it feels like a proper game of football. The problems when you play on these 4Gs a little bit, they tend to have that sort of friendly feel about them.
I've got you, which it is.
Yeah, so
the supporters can only stand on one side of the ground, whereas today they're on all four sides.
And that's what I like about it. You get that little bit more of atmosphere. The players make tackles, and it feels like a proper game. So credit where credit's due. Ian, said right, we're all in together. So if you want to play on the pitch, you play on the pitch. He had something to say when I walked off it, but we got the game played, won the game, so...
That's what I was just going to say, you won the game. And your next fixture, that's away from home?
Yes. Again, it's been a bit of a mismatch because of the cup games sort of taking...
Which is why you were determined to play it today.
Yeah. And obviously we're going back to today's game. I've rotated the squad again today, because we have got large numbers now. I've just brought in Carl Morgan from Whitley Bay, which is a very good sign, which a player I've been tracking for 2 seasons. Since I got the Anik job, I think he'd be a big asset for the club. He's got a great attitude, he's a great lad. I think he'll buy him well at our change room. But now we're starting to get people fit again. We worked out the other day, and I think we've got 27 players here.
And they were all here. We came up about 10:12, which is nearly an hour and a half before kick-off, and basically most of your team were already in.
Yeah.
So that proves...
We're chomping at the bit now, and the competition for places, and that's up to the lads in training and games to show what they've got. Ross Strone, another big bonus. He was back in the training on Thursday, so there's another one who's an experienced centre half who at times we've lacked that in the early part of the season, but no, I believe we've got a good squad together here. It's just gelling them now and getting that consistency from them, and then we're going to kick on now. We're worrying this season to win the rest of the season. Is to win as many games as possible, because we need to get up that league. We're in a false position, I believe.
But you're on the way up the league.
Yeah, we are.
Your squad's getting better. The crowds are coming in, and that word we use in every interview, momentum. Absolutely fabulous game today. I'm sure it wasn't so much for you, Richie, but it was a brilliant game of football for everybody who watched it. Everyone's come and enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
Thank you to Sparky's Autos, who were today's sponsor and Match Ball sponsor.
Again.
Again, and Richie, we haven't said it yet. Happy New Year!
Yes, Happy New Year
And
to
all
you
the
and
best
every
for-
the 472 and everyone around in Alnwick.
Brilliant. We look forward to
great start
speaking
of the
to you.
year.
We look forward to speaking to you soon, Richie.
Yeah.
Thank you as always for your
Fantastic.
time.
Thank you very much, lads.
Brilliant.
Champion.